In this video, I'm going to show you how you can run an auto-launched flow from a custom button in Salesforce. So here we have the tasks object, and we have this task, and it needs to be completed with one click. When we click the default button, Mark Complete, there are two choices to be made because we have two closed statuses. Either it is completed or either it is cancelled. Now, our users want to do it in one click, so I will make a custom button to complete the task with one click. Therefore, I'll dive into the setup first to create the flow. So we create an auto-launched flow. To mark the task as completed. So we start from scratch. We build an auto-launched flow. It's quite simple. We do an update. Okay, we want to update the task. We specify the conditions. The object is task. And the ID needs to be equal to our variable that we will call in our button. So we create a resource. It's a variable. We call it task ID. It is text because we want to store the ID of this task in this variable. And it needs to be available for input. So we check this one. So task ID text available for input. Okay, so this is the filter criteria. And then what do we need to do on this record? We want to set the status to completed. So that's basically the flow we need. We're going to save it and we will call it the close task flow. The API name, I will store it in my notepad because I will use it later on in the button URL. So stay with me for that. So the flow is called close task. Great. So that's the first step. We're going to activate the flow. Great. Next thing we need to do is to create the button on the task object. So we dive into the task object, we go to buttons, and we create a new button. We're going to call it close task. It is a detail page button, this one. And the behavior is display in existing window without sidebar or header. Then here is where the magic is coming in. We need to create a URL. I'll paste it now from the notepad. What we do here is the URL starts with flow. Then we call the API name of the flow. It's called close task. Then we need to populate a variable in the flow with task ID equals task ID. And finally, we have a bit of text to return to the current task record we were working on. So this should be the button. And the final thing we need to do is to add it to a page layout. We'll put a button here in the Salesforce Mobile and Lightning Experience Actions. Well, we dive into the Mobile and Lightning Actions. Now we have this button here, Close Task, and I will put it at the beginning of all those menu items, Close Task. Okay, let's save it. Then we go back to the record, task record. I'll just do a quick refresh here. So we have this task record. Again, this is the default button, which gives me two choices. It means two clicks here. And now I have this other button, close task, that should work to launch the auto-launch flow and set the status to complete it immediately. So let's click it. It's still showing in progress. Let's do a small refresh here. Yeah, excellent. So now the status is completed with one click. So that's how this auto-launched flow can be executed from a custom button. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.